The Buckeye Telephone Museum was started by several of the telephone employees. At that time, it was called General Telephone. And they started talking, and every one of them had a little bit of a piece of equipment here or there. And they decided it would be a nice idea to share that with the new employees and also to share that with the public someday. And they decided they would try to get together a telephone museum and see if they couldn't get it set up where we could get the things together and be able to put them on display. Each phone company started in a town by the need of somebody wanting to talk to somebody else, and it advanced from there to pretty soon you had 2 or 3 phone companies in the larger towns. Back in 1935, there was 455 telephone companies in the state of Ohio, and the headquarters were here in Marion. It made a central location in the state of Ohio, and over a period of time, these phone companies were bought out by the larger one, and larger ones, and then larger ones. And I believe now, I think we're in the neighborhood of 30. And some of these phone companies are still independently owned by the mom and pop, and they're still serving their customers out in the area. We have a variety of different telephones. We have some phones in there that are the actually telephones from back in the 1890s, and they call them a magnetophone because inside it is like a little voltage generator, and it has a crank on it. You've heard of people calling these phones crank phones. Well, it's a crank phone because you have to crank it, turn your handle like that, and turn the generator over so it would send a voltage out across the line to the next phone that they were calling. We also have inside the museum a wall full of different types of wiring that's been used over a period of time. Some of it are house wires that go directly into the house. Some are smaller type cables of different varieties. There's a good group of metal candlestick phones in there. And we were so lucky to get a group of those here not too long ago. And they're actually made out of metal. Several of them are made out of brass. Some of them are painted little colors. Maybe twice a year I'll get calls that people want to donate either a phone, some equipment, and I have had several calls and people call up and they just want to donate a lot of the equipment. Upon a visit to the Buckeye Telephone Museum, we usually go explanation of how a telephone works because a lot of people don't realize it takes 2 different types of voltages to make your telephone work. I have school groups coming in, children anywhere from 8 to 12 years old, and I go over the telephone, how the telephone works with them and tell them about the 2 voltages it takes to get telephone work. And I really try to make an effort to talk to them and I try to explain to them, but yet let them go ahead and see some of these things and let them use the phone systems that we got here for them to use. This telephone museum is important to me because a lot of people have put this stuff together and they're relying on somebody to share all this stuff with the general public to help keep the history of the telephone industry alive today. It took a lot of hard work and it took a lot of dedicated people to be out there in the rain and storm to keep the phone lines working. And it's a prime example of the hard work of American people put together to make America one of the best countries in the world.